Today, we're participating in rounds 4, 5 and 6 of the Aus-NZ Combined British Touring Car Championship. This is Triple Crown Racing. Let's get into it. Hello everybody and welcome back to the Touring Cars. This round of the Aus-NZ Combined British Touring Car Championship takes us to Donington, one of the most iconic circuits in the United Kingdom. Now last time we were racing at Brands Hatch, we were actually picked up a pole position, but we didn't actually really make anything of it because we kept making mistakes and kept getting overtaken. So here at Donington we'd be looking to do a little bit better than we did at Brands Hatch. However, you may have noticed that this video is around 20 minutes long, which is much longer than the first round, and it's for good reason. It's simply because a lot of stuff happens in these British Touring Car rounds, and these races can get pretty hectic, so there is a lot to showcase. And we also have 3 races for you today, because each of these rounds are 3 races. So we're coming into the final sector of Donington, and I should also explain that, well, we might be a little bit affected by balance of performance, particularly in a straight line going down that long start-finish straight, because obviously balance of performance gets applied depending on your championship position and where you finish in the races. So we're coming to the end of one of our laps in practice, and it's a 1 minute 13.8, which isn't amazing. I think we do actually go faster before the end of the session. We actually do a 1 minute 12.2. However, it's only good enough for 6th place at the end of free practice, which isn't bad. It's midfield, and well, Right So is on top of the session, followed by Lockie and Highlander. So all very, very fast drivers in the top positions, and we'll be moving on to qualifying in a moment's time. Unfortunately, we had a pretty terrible qualifying session, and it's because we kept invalidating our laps and then invalidating the next one. Here's the first one I invalidated. Then on another lap, this is what we did. We ran off the track and then we almost went for a spin, so we just kind of ruined our lap there. And then coming into turn 1 on another lap with not that much time left in the session, pretty uncompetitive time, we go ahead, run off the track, lose some time, rejoin, and then it invalidates. We get a slowdown penalty, so it's insult to injury, and we eventually just finished 8th place in the qualifying session, which is fantastic. Whopper qualifies on the pole, followed by Lockie, Darkest Unicorn, Right So, a Highlander, Emu, Hectic Buzzard, myself, Night Pegasus, Masuzo, and I believe there are a few other drivers rounding off the field. However, we have 3 races to move up through the pack tonight. So let's see what we can do in the first of the 3 races. So here it is, the moment you have all been waiting for. We are about to go racing here at the 2nd weekend of the British Touring Car Championship. The lights go green. Let's do it to it here at Donington, and it's a decent start. However, Masuzo has got an absolute blinder of a start and is already looking to our inside. Meanwhile, it looks like we're about to get by Emu into turn 1. However, we're going 3 wide with one of the other Renaults on our side here, but we've made it strangely cleanly through turn 1, and we're up into 6th place, even just on the first lap. It's a pretty good start for us already, and now we'll be chasing down Right So. That was the other Renault we went 3 wide with. However, us getting loose in turn 3 is not going to help our cause. However, we've caught up to the back of the leading pack, pretty much from 1st down through to 6th, and the rest of the midfield, it's all pretty close. Now, fast forward to lap 3, and Lockie, he goes around in the Mercedes. We take avoiding action and we get through. It's up into 5th place on lap 3, and it's a pretty good start for us so far in this race. And now we'll be chasing down Right So to see if we can move ourselves up towards the podium, and it certainly looks like we have the pace as well, and we're closing him in. And if we fast forward to the end of lap 3. It looks like we're going to have a go here on Right Sower, who actually had a go on Whopper as well, and consequently is slow off the final 2 corners. We have a run on Right Sower, and we'll be looking to the outside of turn 1. As you can see, there's somebody stopped on the grid, but that's a bit of a glitch, and it's playing a little bit with the timings. And now to the outside of Right Sower, we use a little bit of pit lane exit to see if we can get by. However, the space isn't there. Right Sower holds the position, and now he's going after Highlander as well, so it's a 3-way battle for the podium positions, and we might be able to capitalize here. However, we are getting checked up behind Right Sower, and there's a little bit of dirty air effect, almost losing the car. However, we've kept it on the black stuff. However, we do lose a little bit of time. Right Sower having another go on Highlander. Meanwhile, it looks like Darkest Unicorn has had some issues as well, and we might actually drag by to make up another spot into turn 1, and as you can see, he's very slow. It looks like he's giving us the room. We're down the inside, and it looks like we'll just take 5th away from him, but we get caught on the front of him. I thought he'd yielded the position, but he hadn't, and this is costing us time. We're all the way by the wall, and it's... oh, gosh, I was so annoyed about that, but I think it was just a racing incident. But regardless, we're down to 7th place, which is not where we wanted to be at all. And fast forward to lap 6, we're going to try and make up some more positions. So this has had an issue? Whopper, he's gone off the track in the Opel Astra, which means that we're going to move up to 6th place, I believe. However, the timing screens are doing strange things. So yes, we are moving up to 6th position. And fast forward to lap 8, it looks like we'll have Whopper for company very shortly. He's actually caught up to the back of us, and we're running off the track, which isn't helping our case, and that Opel Astra is looking a lot bigger in the rear view mirror, and we've gotten a slowdown penalty to add to our troubles. Whopper goes down the inside. He's up into, I believe, 6th place. I think there may be some glitch with the timing screens. No, that's up into 5th place. So we're back down to 6th. However, he's still within range, and this slowdown penalty is still there. It's still causing us problems, and we are in danger of getting a time penalty, and there it is, a 1-second time penalty. I think the track limits in this game are way too strict. They really do need to be rectified, and it's causing problems for us. We've picked up a 2-second penalty, which in these races will be quite costly. As Whopper, he makes a little bit of a mistake coming onto the back straight, and we'll try and capitalize off this. We're using the slipstream. We're going to have a little look into the final chicane. Can we get through? We've sent it down the inside. Whopper gives us the room, but we run off the track. Are we going to get a slowdown penalty for that? No, we won't. However, Whopper, he's coming back at us right now, and he looks like he'll try and go around the outside into turn 1. Let's see if there's room for him to do it. It looks like he has a lot of straight line speed. Will he hold on to 5th place? He cuts back across, and he gets the move done. Very nice move from Whopper. However, he's still not safe from us. It looks like we'll try and retaliate and see if we can find our way back around the Opel Astra, chasing him down the hill, and it doesn't look like we'll make it stick for this time. Meanwhile, a few laps later on lap 11, Whopper's slow again, and we go up into what I believe is 5th place, but again, timing screens are being strange because of the car on the start-finish straight. So yes, that is us up into 5th position on lap 12, and well, again, we have Whopper for company. So he's chasing us up into the 2nd sector. He gets onto our back bumper, but then runs off the track for some reason. I think I sort of checked up, and that sort of threw him off. Now, fast forward to lap 13, Whopper's caught up again, and it looks like we'll hold him off on the road, but we have a hefty 2-second penalty, which looks like it's about to get even worse because we have a slowdown penalty. So this 2-second penalty has just turned into a 3-second penalty, and we cross the line, and the penalty comes into effect. We're down to 6th place, Whopper up to 5th. So not the greatest race by any means, but we do have a chance of redemption, and you'll see the full results from the first race in a moment's time. Now, who won this one? It was Highlander who took the victory, followed by Lockie, Darkest Unicorn, Masuzo, Whopper, myself, Nuclear Chocolate, Statesman, Blue Falcon, and Right Sower rounded off the top 10. And so we'll be starting the second race from 6th, and that gives us something to work with. So here we are at the start of the second race. Again, we're about to go racing here at Donington. The revs rise and the lights come on, and we go green here at Donington. Let's see what sort of start we get, and it looks like it's alright. However, Masuzo and Darkest Unicorn, they come together. Darkest Unicorn gets run off the road, and it looks like we'll get around the outside into turn 1. Actually, it looks like Darkest Unicorn has held on to third remarkably well. However, he's under a lot of pressure from Whopper at the moment, and we'll try and get in the mix of this as well. Whopper has a look to the inside of Darkest Unicorn. However, there's not enough space to get by. Now, let's see what sort of positions we can make up. Everyone's slow coming up through the hill, and we actually go into the back of Whopper. However, Lockie and Darkest Unicorn come together again. Darkest Unicorn goes off the track. He loses control, and he looks like he's about to come back onto the circuit, and we go flipping. And that is not what I expected to happen at this race. I cannot believe it. Surely that's not happened. We've been involved in that incident. We have a heavily damaged car. We don't have any rear downforce at all. Our windscreen's cracked and the suspension's ruined as well. However, we are still continuing on in the race. I couldn't believe what I'd seen. And look, well, we actually might be able to get involved in some more action, as it looks like Blue Falcon, among other drivers, has been involved in some sort of scuffle, and it looks like we'll get involved in this as well. It'll be interesting to see how we perform in our heavily damaged Renault Megane. Now, here we go. Nuclear Chocolate, he's had issues in his Mercedes, which means that we go up into 12th position. We're already starting to make up spots. Now, there's a car around in the final corner. Who's this? It's Right Sower, who's gone around, and that means we go up into 11th place, and it looks like Nuclear Chocolate, he might be our next victim as well, as he's right in front of us. Now, let's see if we can make up any more positions. Nuclear Chocolate, he runs off the track, and he goes for a spin, which means that we are up into 10th position and chasing down Blue Falcon to see if we can get up and cement ourselves in the top 10. However, it's Night Pegasus who has issues, and we go up into 9th position on lap 7. However, as you can see in the bottom right-hand corner, our engine is definitely suffering, so we can't push as hard, and as you can see, that is costing us time, as Night Pegasus, well, he's absolutely breezed by us. However, for some odd reason, he's gone off the track. I'm not sure if that was a lag bubble or something, but he's gone for a ride for some reason. But whatever the case, now we're under pressure from Nuclear Chocolate, so we can't really get a break, and our engine continues to suffer. And we have a slowdown penalty. Thank you, game. Thank you, game, for being kind to me all the time. Let's just say. So our slowdown penalty is not really helping us defend against Nuclear Chocolate. Neither is our ticking time bomb of an engine. And here he goes, Nuclear Chocolate to the inside as we get a penalty. It's a 1 second penalty. Our night continues to get better. However, we are still able to defend from Nuclear Chocolate, who actually looks like he's going to have a go into the final chicane. Let's see if his straight line speed will help him, which he definitely does have a lot more of. And will he get the move done into the final chicane? He's gone a bit too deep. And we bang doors on the exit of the final corner, and we're still side by side as we come to the line to start lap 10. However, I'll have the inside for turn 1. But Nuclear Chocolate, he looks like he's almost just breezing by us. So we hold our line in turn 1, and Nuclear Chocolate yields, and we hold on to 9th position. Now, fast forward to lap 11, and we've got another slowdown penalty, and we're having to slow down for it. And Nuclear Chocolate, he's taking advantage of this as he chases us up the hill, and it's another penalty for us. Another 2 second penalty added on to our time, which is really making this an enjoyable night of racing. So, well, it's helping Nuclear Chocolate as he looks like he's going to try another move to the inside, and we lock up a treat, and this time Nuclear Chocolate, he gets the move done into the final chicane, which, fair play to him, was actually a very, very good move. So that means we finish race 2 in 10th position, and that was pretty terrible, not gonna lie. And there's our car, no bonnet, front bumper hanging on by a thread, no rear wing. Not a particularly good race for us at all. However, we do have one final race to redeem ourselves, and the balance of performance is practically off, so we'll have a lot faster car to work with in this final race as the lights come on and we go green here at Donington. And Highlander, as you can see from the leaderboard, has already got himself a drive-through, so this might help us gain a couple of positions, and our start looks like it's been pretty good as well. as we look to the outside of Statesman, I believe this is, and it looks like we're going to get the move done, and then Statesman and I come together. However, we keep it on the road, and now I'm under pressure for Nuclear Chocolate again. I don't know how we all escaped that. That almost ended in tears. However, we are in the mix, trying to go for positions in the top 10, and it's all very, very close up here, and we tried on the inside of Emu. However, the game registers that as me going off the track, but there are still positions to be made here, and Nuclear Chocolate, he sees that opportunity as well. Highlander's losing places because he's in the pit lane, and it looks like we're going to try and get it up the inside of Darkest Unicorn. And, well, we've gained a lot on him in turn 1, and we're going to try and move coming through the kink at turn 2. There's not a lot of space for us, but it looks like it's going to work. However, Darkest Unicorn, he goes into the side of us, and there's lots of contact made. Darkest Unicorn and I do not seem to be on good terms tonight. I don't exactly know what it is between me and Darkest Unicorn coming together, but that's happened anyway. So we're down to 7th place. I think Darkest Unicorn actually came off quite badly from that, which is a bit unfortunate for him. As we try it down the inside of Nuclear Chocolate again, so we're going at it again, and this time, instead of for 9th and 10th, it's now for 6th and 7th, so it's actually for positions that matter. And, well, we might try and make a move into turn 1 if there's room to do it. Meanwhile, Rightso is getting into the mix of this battle as well, and Nuclear Chocolate, he makes a mistake, and we get it done. We're up into 6th place in turn 1 on lap 3. However, Rightso, he's looking very, very racy behind us, and we're hopping over the curbs, and we're very, very slow off the final corner. Rightso takes full advantage up into 6th position at the start of lap 4. However, we will certainly be trying to challenge him for the rest of the race. Fast forward to lap 8. And it's actually, we're now chasing down Blue Falcon with Nuclear Chocolate behind us in 8th position. However, we run off the road. Nuclear Chocolate for 7th place. He's going around the outside as we run up the hill, and he's made the move stick. However, we're still all over his rear bumper. There's definitely time to recover. Now, coming into turn 1, Nuclear Chocolate, he seems to be struggling with his brakes tonight, and we're taking full advantage. He's left a gap the size of a bus on the inside coming out of turn 1, and we've taken full advantage of it. We go up into 7th position. It's a shame he's struggling with his brakes tonight. Now, coming up the hill, it looks like we have just gotten the move done, and we're up safely into 7th position, and it looks like we'll also be trying to chase down Falcon, as we have actually caught up to the back of him by lap 11, and we're going to try and move into the final chicane. Let's see if we can make it work. It's a Daniel Ricciardo move down the inside, and it's worked a treat. We're up into 6th position, and it looks like Highlander's trying to follow us through as well, and he's taken full advantage of the move on Falcon. However, it looks like it's working against us as well, because Highlander goes to the inside in turn 1. Can he make the move stick? It looks like he might just. However, we're still side by side on exit. And coming down the hill, it looks like Highlander will just nab the position. Up into 6th position he goes. However, we've caught up to him on lap 12 as Falcon sends it down the inside. And we get put off the racetrack there. However, we have to hand the position back, which is rather annoying. So here comes Blue Falcon. He's just coming back through to take the position on the final lap. And that scenario didn't really play out the way I would have wanted. However, Falcon, he's very slow through turn 1. So he might actually get, if we can't have 6th, we can get 7th back. And, well, we're trying to find the room. However, Falcon, he's very, very quick here. And we'll see if we can get it done. But there's a bit of a tap. Falcon runs off the track a little bit, then he spins into the side of me. That was a racing incident that was deemed, so it was a little bit of both of our faults. And we come across the line in race 2 at the end to finish 7th. So not the greatest night of racing for us. So here's the full results from the 3rd race of the night. It was Lockie who took the victory, followed by Masuzo, Emu, Rightsoer, Whopper, Highlander, myself, Nuclear Chocolate, Blue Falcon, and Statesman, who rounded off the top 10. Of course, there were a few others behind him, and those were the race results. So none of the results tonight were really what I wanted. I was hoping to carry our qualifying momentum through to this round. And Lockie, he took the victory in the round with 25 points, so that's a fantastic job from him. And, well, we're at the end of the video now, so that is going to do it from me. If you've enjoyed this, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next round of Aus-NZ Combined Racing, or whenever the next video is. See you later.